Welcome to Kami Sigma. This is your Sensei Julius Ochoa back again for another video, very interesting video regarding mantras. As you all know, here in ôKAMI Sigma, we're here to help other people ascend to a higher state of consciousness. And one of the very useful tools and techniques that I was able to learn during my journey, my spiritual journey, is to chant mantras and harness the power of these mantras in order to make profound changes in my life and at the same time align with the vibrations of the universe. Now, there are many mantras out there that are already existing, whether it's a Buddhist mantra, Tibetan mantra, uh, you have the Hindu mantras. And these mantras are very powerful because these are uh, created by bodhisattvas, enlightened teachers such as Gautama Buddha, and bodhisattvas who attained enlightenment, as well as our great ancestors who came from the different their diff who came from a different part of our universe. Now, these mantras are taught by sages and monks and those who have been uh, taught verbally in order to memorize these mantras. So the mantras are taught verbally, verbatim, not they were not transferred through books and uh, like the ordinary teachings. Most of the ancient teachings are transferred to through generations of memorization. Okay, so only lately in our modern times that these mantras have been documented and uh, but not as not during the time of its transmission. So its transmission is mostly verbal, and then later on, uh, they decided to write it down in sacred scriptures or ancient texts. So this is how the mantra survived for uh, a very long time, and how it got to various generations. Now, the amazing thing about mantras that I really like is each mantra has its own purpose and its own vibration. Now, so you have a wide selection of mantras that are being taught by sages and enlightened beings here on earth to help us during times of our troubles, to help us with our spiritual journey, and also to help us manifest good things in our lives. So the mantras are there in order for us to be able to gain some knowledge, wisdom, and be able to manifest good things in our world. Okay, so there's a very positive impact that these mantras uh, have done in our uh, lives, especially those who are transversing or in their spiritual journey. Okay, so I'll be tackling a lot of mantras that I've already been practicing, and I can tell you from my experience, it has impacted me positively, and it has changed a lot in terms of my mental state, my emotional state, and even my physical state. Okay, so these mantras opened up new doors and new dimensions for me to be able to navigate my spiritual journey. And I hope it will help you too. Okay, so there's a lot of things to be learned and practice. And you can choose which one suits your spiritual journey best, because these mantras are available to assist the student or assist us humans in order to evolve uh, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay, so one of the things that I've noticed with ancient scriptures and mantras is that when you recite them through their root language, mostly Sanskrit, and either it's Chinese, Hindu, uh, and Sanskrit language. So their their syllables are very short, but they contain a lot of meaning. What does that mean? Which means back then communication was very direct and very concise. Unlike our communication right now, our verbal communication, it's very lengthy. Before you can send out a message, you have to speak a lot of words. Now, another thing that I noticed about mantras, which makes them very, very special, is the vibration. Okay, so you have to chant the mantras with, you have to learn to chant the mantras at their native language, because the vibration is, I can tell you, is very different. So there's a translation to English. However, the English language doesn't contain that original vibration when the mantra was created. So it's best to learn both. Know the meaning in English, and then at the same time, being able to practice and recite the mantras with the ancient language. Okay, most commonly Sanskrit. Okay, so it's a very, very exciting journey for me, and I've learned a lot studying these mantras, and it took me into various cultures. And what I've what I really like about it is I've learned to appreciate and also understand other cultures. Aside from learning mantras, I would encourage everyone to also learn sutras. Now, sutras are like ancient recorded conversations, but it contains a lot of wisdom. So, most of the mantras originated from their various sources, and some of them are part of the sutras. Now, the nice thing about the sutras is it contains a whole lot of ancient wisdom, and what you'll appreciate is when you recite it, it contains a lot of wisdom in a very short and concise construction of words and syllables. Now, that's a very, very thing that we need to learn right now. Well, most likely back in the day, speech and language was very, very direct. And the only difference that we'll see as language progressed is the addition of new words, because we have new things created in the modern day, and also new systems, and also new processes that require, and also new cultures that require new words. However, academically, we have to remember that when, especially when translating ancient texts, the names must be retained and spoken as is. You cannot change the spelling of the names, and also if the word has no translation in English, it has to be spoken as is. Now, this is something that you need to keep in mind when learning mantras. And it's a good thing to if you to research further if you encounter a word or a name or even a phrase uh, that can't be translated in English, because it will lead you to a lot of interesting things. So that's my 10-minute take on learning about mantras. So now let's get on to the video and discuss our subject mantra for today. By the way, before we continue, I'd like to give a shout out and a thank you to all of you who have supported Okami Sigma Universe. And for those who are new, welcome. And feel free to like, share, subscribe, so that you, if you like the content, so that you can get uh, a lot of new information and learn some more about spirituality and mantras, vibration, and all of that. Okay. Our channel is not only just for spirituality, it's more of a holistic lifestyle channel. We got health, culture, manifestations, and all that. So there's a lot of great things in our page. So you can visit us at our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and of course, uh, you can also check our playlist for other very, very informative stuff and very, very important information that could help you live a positive life. Okay, so let's proceed to the video. Welcome to Kami Sigma. In today's video, we're going to discuss mantras for Lord Shiva. Okay, so Lord Shiva has 6 mantras that you really need to learn. Okay, so like I mentioned, there are 6 mantras of Lord Shiva that are extremely powerful and that would really help you in your spiritual journey. Personally, Lord Shiva and I have a connection. When I was uh, meditating, I received a vision of Lord Shiva, and also in my dream state or astral travel, I was able to meet Lord Shiva face to face. Okay, and during that time, I didn't know him. I had no idea who he was until after the vision and the astral travel, I just had to learn more about Lord Shiva. Okay, so it's a very, very shocking experience for me because I had no idea who he is. I have no background whatsoever about Hindu religion, or sorry, Hindu is not religion. Hindu spirituality. Okay, let me correct myself. Religion is different. Okay, um, so we can't. Let me reiterate: we can't categorize Hinduism as religion. It's spirituality, because in Hindu spirituality, you have to go through the process of achieving moksha or enlightenment on your own. You cannot be in groups. You have to do it on a personal level. You can join groups, of course, but um, you have to practice your spirituality with your own dedication. So there's the main difference that I can tell you is that once you're dedicated on your devotion, you don't. There's no schedule whatsoever. Like a Sunday church once a week, you have to practice your devotion on each day, and also uh, complete your ritual or your spiritual practice uh, at your own pace and choosing. Okay, so the gurus would instruct. Yes, you get instructions from gurus, but your personal salvation is in your hands. So it's totally different from religion. Religion, usually, it's kind of a group thing, and you have to have some of the religious groups who who are members of these religious groups who are too lazy to practice. They would say that they have this personal relationship, etc., etc., and all of that excuses. Okay, but in the religious group, um, you have to be together with the group, and you have to be following whatever whatsoever the rules of their group. Okay, so in spirituality, that's not the case. It's purely individual. The devotion is really resting upon your own shoulders. No priest, no punishment can ever uh, type of punishment or anything that another third party person can do for you. You have to do it yourself. Okay, so okay, all right. So that's just clearing that one out. Okay, so which makes me very excited to share with you these mantras. Okay, so the first Hindu mantra that I learned was Om Namah Shivaya. Okay, Om Namah Shivaya. I have some videos that I did way back, a little while back, about Lord Shiva mantra. So with this mantra, so you can check that video out for practice purposes. Okay, Om Namah Shivaya is the most well-known and most basic Shiva mantra. Okay, the English translation of this mantra is "I bow to Lord Shiva." It's as simple as that, and you chant it 108 times every day. Okay, this will help in the purification process of your physical body, and at the same time, Lord Shiva grants boons. So you can make a wish or request something, an ability, or anything that you want to request with Lord Shiva. After all, his energy is the energy of the universe, which is the um, everything that is permutating in the universe is under Lord Shiva. Okay, that's his primary. That's the primary purpose of this deity. Lord Shiva is the one holding the universe. Okay, now, okay, so Om Namah Shivaya is very easy. Just recite it 108 times. Now, the second mantra that I'd like you to learn is the Rudra mantra, which is Om Namo Bhagavate Rudrai. Okay, Om Namo Bhagavate Rudrai. Now, this mantra uh, is a mantra, it's actually a wishing mantra. So, like I said earlier, if you'd like to receive a boon from Lord Shiva or make a request, this is the mantra that after doing the Om Namah Shivaya or Panchakshari mantra of Lord Shiva, you do the Rudra mantra. Okay, if you have a wish. Okay, okay, and then the most important and the most important mantra that you should never leave out, okay, is the Shiva Gayatri mantra. Gayatri mantra is a mantra that pertains to the intelligence of the deity. Okay, so the intelligence. So that is very important because this is the quality that you want to acquire from the deity. Okay, from Lord Shiva. Okay, he's our great great ancestor, a progenitor of the human race. Okay, so the Gayatri mantra goes like this: Om Tat Prushaya Vidnamahe Mahadevaya Dimahi Tanurudra Prochodayet. Okay, all right. So it's very short, short and simple. Okay, and what it does, it's a very powerful mantra which allows you to acquire the type of peace of mind that Lord Shiva possesses. Okay, just like what I said in my previous videos about mantras, it's very important to embody or be able to acquire the qualities of the deity that you are chanting the mantra for, because it will elevate your existence. Okay, so it's very important. Remember the term Gayatri, it refers to intelligence. Okay, all right. So the next mantra is Shiv Diyaan mantra. Okay, now this mantra, it's a powerful mantra that helps you ask forgiveness or seek penance for if you done some wrongdoing against another person or just something very wrong. Okay, uh, now the mantra goes Kar Charan Kritam Va Kaijam Karamjam Va Shravanayanjam Va Manasam Va Paradaham Vihitam Va Sarv Metat Samasva Jai Jai Karunavale Sri Mahadev Shambho. Okay, so I'll put it on screen so that you can try to practice. Okay, all right. So the next mantra, okay, that we're going to discuss is Maha Mrityunjaya mantra. Okay, so now this mantra you can recite this when, because of course Lord Shiva is the deity of destruction. Okay, so destruction, and he's Lord of time. So it's an extremely powerful mantra which allows you to escape the fear of death. Okay, so it's more appropriate to recite this mantra when, let's say, you have a dying family member. Okay, and it's the mantra's effect is very instantaneous. Okay, so here's the mantra: Om Triambakham Yajamahe Sugandim Pushti Varanam Vardhanam Urvaruka Miva Bandhanat Mrityor Muksha Mamritat. Okay, so I'm very well versed of this because this is something that I wanted to master because in samurai culture, death is something that we need to accept. So, which with my samurai education, I'm not surprised why I had this connection with Lord Shiva. Okay, anyway. All right, so the next mantra is Ekadasham Rudra mantra. Okay, now this mantras, okay, Okay, it's a set of mantras. It's actually 11 mantras extra. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna discuss this on our next video. Okay, so feel free to uh, check that out on our next video. And I hope you learned a lot from this video here at ôKAMI Sigma Universe. This is your Sensei Julius Ochoa. Thank you for watching.